All right. Hey, my construction entrepreneurs out there, women and men, because as we know, women are coming up in this industry and they are definitely make a mark. And you need to get used to seeing them out there. They're here to stay. So, what I want to touch on here is I want to touch on three things, and I'm gonna try not to get too excited and lose focus. But I want to touch on two. I want to touch on three things. One is can't say no as a contractor, and no marketing as a contractor. And the last thing I want to touch on is doing something different for 2018 as a contractor. Okay. Doing something different. And I'm going to make some things, I'm going to suggest some things out there that you should definitely consider. Okay. Now, hopefully, I don't forget that last part because I don't have it wrote down, but the first two items here, I do. So, first thing, can't say no. Okay, can't say no. Now, these, I don't know if I mentioned, this is five reasons why contractors lose money. Sound accounting and estimating practices won't save you if you're taking on jobs that you should not be doing. Okay, there's jobs out there that we should not be doing. Okay, early on, it makes sense to take on every job that comes along. Early on, when we're new, we're starting out, we don't want to turn down anything. We want to pick up everything, and we want to beat the competition, and we just want to make money and still provide for our family. Whether if that's quitting your job and then contracting, or losing your job and then contracting, we definitely want to make what we were making, if not more. But we definitely don't want to make less. Okay. So in the beginning, we're game for everything, man. I think we will even take things that are outside of contracting just to keep things rolling, just to keep things in. So it makes sense, right? But don't be fooled into thinking that all projects are equally profitable and all customers are worth working for. Let me say that again. Don't be fooled into thinking that all projects are equally profitable and all customers are worth working for, because they're not. You have to know your customer. You have to know the work that you're going for. Nobody is good at everything. I know. I got some people out there that says, "Hey, Tyrone, you just don't realize what I know." Okay, I can do everything underneath the sun. But what I'm saying is this: nobody is good at everything. I didn't say you can't do it. I'm just saying no one is good at everything. By if you just take a moment, okay, to put in the work as a contractor, okay, and look at this as a business, as a contracting business, you can compare profit figures for different types of jobs and then compare job size. So look at the profit figures, and then you compare the job size, and you begin to see a pattern. Okay, focus on the type of work and a project size that nets you the most profit. Now, some people say, "Hey, you're probably being selfish in this." Yeah, I am. I'm in this to make money. I'm in this to make profit. I'm a for-profit business. No joke. No other way to slice it. Okay. Focus on the type of work and the project size that nets you the most profit. Remember, bigger isn't always better. It's the percentage you put in your pocket when it's over that counts. Okay. That's the reason why people can't say no. No marketing. One reason it's so hard for some contractors to say no is that they have no plan to generate new business except take whatever comes along, right? And what happens? We wind up going in places we shouldn't be, accepting jobs in areas we should not be accepting. Why? Because we're not even putting in the work to bring forth those jobs we need to be going after. Okay. You have no plan to generate business. You have to realize for 2018, you have to realize for 2018, you need to be on in the digital world, online. You need to be, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, whether it's advertising on Google, Tumblr. Matter of fact, you should be on all these different platforms that I'm talking about right now. Maintaining all of them is very tough, but you should have a presence on there nonetheless. Okay, but in other words, they don't market their services. Okay, you don't. And that's why we keep taking every job that comes our way. Right? We know we need more work. We know it's out there, but either we don't want to spend the money to go get it, because now, if you really read into it and really understand that market, you can actually have people do work for you and get a profit or percentage of the work that they bring in if they're already in that line of business. Now, if you bring in someone that is not in that line of business, of course, they're going to want to get, some type of salary, some type of wage, right? But we're looking for the individuals that's already in it. Prove what you can do for me, and you get a piece of what you bring in. And there's plenty of people out there that's willing to do it, and you can find them all over. Okay. For companies that started in the 2005, marketing should be a way of business for them. But companies that started before then, it may be like a foreign concept. And then some companies that started in the 2000, up to 2000, 10, 12, 14, 15, the owners still may be old school, to where marketing still may be a foreign concept. But you really have to understand this: the phones may be ringing now, right? Because now work is picking up. Your phones may be ringing now, but I say this in other vehicles. As a contractor, it's about predicting, right? It's about predicting trends, predicting where the market is going, predicting where you need to move your company, predicting if you need to hire more employees, getting ahead of things is about prediction. Okay, as long as you predict right, depending on where you're at, what sector of work you're in, how you're doing that work, you can stay ahead of the curve. All right. And some people, we wait for the curve to happen, right? And we can land anywhere on side the road when that curve hits us. But survival is the focus for everyone, right? So no matter if you catch it before or after or doing it, you still want to survive. But you have to remember that your phone is ringing now, right? And in most parts of the country is ringing. Right? All over is just busy. And it probably hasn't stopped, but they will. Unless you actively do something to keep customers interested. Your phone will stop ringing unless you actively do something to keep customers interested. Don't take your reputation for granted. Even satisfied customers will forget about the wonderful job you did for them if you don't keep in touch with them 2 or 3 times each year. Okay? It doesn't take much. Free maintenance checkups in the spring and fall, right? I mean, just going out and interacting and making sure they're taken care of, and calling, send them a card, find out when their birthday is or their anniversary. Or just send a card on a holiday, right? It doesn't cost that much. A phone call after a big storm, or a phone call after a recent scare, it's a conversation starter, right? Something could have happened, or something happened near them. Let that be your conversation starter and give them a call, okay? But you have to make the effort, okay? You have to make the effort. Some businesses happen by itself, but it's not always the right kind of business. If you know what kind of work is most profitable for you, market to prospects who are most likely to hire you to do it. Begin with past clients and then ask for referrals, right? Talk to them. Ask if they have a family member or someone else that could use your services. Don't be afraid. This is a business here. It won't hurt to spend a little bit of money on a brochure, a postage for mailing, or a booth at a local home show. Okay, or sponsor a local little league team. Right? You'd be surprised. The moms and the dads that take their kids there, they found out that you sponsor, they may call on you for some work. That's another form of advertising. So if you look at your total spend, if you're only spending 2 to 3% of your total revenue on marketing, it would definitely pay itself many times over in repeated business. And you have to realize that. So next, I want to talk about doing something new for 2018, right? I met with a contractor today out of San Diego. It was in the Oceanside area. And he says, hey, I have a new partnership, and I want to bring you on as a consultant. And I was like, yes, that's a good move. And I know the individual, so I already knew where we need to work at and to get them right. And then all I need to do is hear the vision on where we need to go, and then I'll start building SOPs, and forms and documents that they need to continue to grow their business, and do training as well on a constant basis, and be available to these individuals by phone, and may even show up on the job site to read some prints and to advise them on some things here and there. But he called me and he says, hey, I would like to put together my overhead percentage. I want to estimate this job correctly, and I want to do things the right way. And that's what I'm getting from a lot of contractors right now. They want to do things the right way. And that's what I want to talk about right now, is changing things up for 2018. What are you doing different? Okay. And the reason why I ask, what are you doing different, is because you have to realize at some point what you have been doing all these years is not working. It's not working. You're not successful. You're not where you want to be. So if you're not there, you have to try to bring someone in, or you have to try to learn about what you don't know. Remember, we talked about this with the can't say no, or no marketing. You have to put in the work as a contractor. So you have to try something new. What you've been doing is not working. You have to realize that. So you need to pay for someone to come in, and everyone says, hey, get a mentor. A mentor has helped me out so much. Well, I haven't had a mentor. Okay. I recently got a mentor a few years back, but when I was coming up before that time, I didn't have a mentor. But what I did do, I didn't allow that to hold me back. I mean, having a mentor is great, right? Having someone you can call on and ask questions to is great, but finding that person in the normal day of life is nearly impossible. Okay, like the mentor that I have now, he's not even in he's in the construction business, but he's not in the operational side of it. He's in a totally different part that's more contractual, or I don't know. It deals with a totally different part about construction, and I'm on the operation side. I'm on the dirt guy. I'm more the material. That's what I'm dealing with, and that's what a lot of you are dealing with too. You construction entrepreneurs. So doing something different, right? And realizing that because you don't have a mentor, you have videos out there. I post a lot of videos. You can look at the videos. Take a course. You can take a course on Teachable. You can take a course on my website. You can take a course anywhere. You can just Google whatever course you want to take. Take a course. Take the initial steps to start learning additional information about growing your business, about taking your business to the next level. And that's what's important. That's what you need to do different. Realize what you have been doing is not working and you need to change some things. Okay? So what are you going to do? What are you going to do to change things for 2018 to take your business to the next level? Are you going to reach out to that potential mentor? Right now, my mentor, when I notice he can be a potential mentor to me and actually contribute to other areas of my life, I asked that person. I just went ahead and I just laid it out. I was like, hey, would you like to be my mentor? Now, that may not be the right thing for you to do depending on the person and the setting, but I felt that was the right approach, and I need to capture that opportunity right in that moment, and I did. But before then, I listened to Tony Robbins. Okay, being an entrepreneur is not just for some average type person. Being an entrepreneur out here is tough mentally. It's tough. Okay, and if you're out there still working in the field, physically and mentally is just going to bog you down, and it's going to be hard, and there's going to be times where you're not going to make enough money. It's going to be times where it's just not adding up. It's going to be times where people that are around you just don't understand. There's going to be times where you're going to need to do a lot of self-motivation because your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, your sister, they're just not giving you the right advice that you need to hear right now. So you're going to need to do a lot of self-motivation, and you're going to need to understand personal development is huge as an entrepreneur. It is going to help you. So I listened to Tony Robbins. Back in the day, I used to listen to Zig Ziglar. I used to listen to Brian Tracy. I listened to all these people, and I had it on my little, one of those little small little iPad things. I forget what it was called, but that's what I had on. I just absorbed that information, and it was free. I used to listen to free podcasts and everything. And now it's even more information out there because back then, we didn't have internet like you do now. So now, you can tune into this video and watch it and know where to go. But you have to start absorbing some stuff because you got to realize you're going to give out so much every day. Every day, an entrepreneur, you're giving out, you're pushing out, and you're going to need to bring that back in. Okay? You got to understand that as an entrepreneur, you got to bring that back in. You got to realize that we get hit so many ways, so many times throughout the day, throughout the week, and we don't even realize the toll it takes on us. This entrepreneur game isn't no joke. So if you're still in it, I tip my hat off to you. I praise you. But at the same time, you have to get into something different. Not in business-wise. I'm talking about how to take your business to the next level. Seek training. Oh, of course, you can come to our school, right? I mean, that's a no-brainer there. Check out our courses. Give me a call. Get an office a call. And sign up. Sign up now. Matter of fact, yeah, you should do that. But there's other courses out there. Find out what they are. Find out what you need, and call. Right? There was. I'm gonna give you something before I let you go because this video is going on way too damn long. Set trigger goals. Okay. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we got this wandering eye, right? Especially if we're not making money within what we love to do. we got this wandering eye. We'll be here doing this one moment, here with this one moment, here doing this one moment, and then over here, okay? And then we'll be doing all of them. And then now we're a serial entrepreneur, but we're not making anything. We're still broke. So what I would say is try trigger goals. Okay, my wife was telling me about this a while back when she read this book, and it said, say you have a goal to go to the gym at night. What you should do is set trigger goals to help you get to completing that goal. Right? So you say, hey, I want to go to the gym. I want to start going to the gym. Well, what's hard for me right now is getting in the mood to go to the gym. Like I want to go, but I realize one of the obstacles is just getting in the mood to go to the gym. So a trigger goal for that is putting on your gym clothes. Just put them on. That's it. Put on your gym clothes. The next trigger goal, after you have done that for a little bit of time, next trigger goal is to, while you have on your gym clothes, just walk to the front door, open it up, and close it. Sit, walk to the front door, open it up, and close it. Have you been doing that for a while? Walk outside and go to the gym. And hey, maybe you don't want to go in, just go there and come back. It's just trigger goals. And then eventually you're going to go in there and say, hey, you know what? Why am I wasting all this time? You're going to go in there, get what you need done. And you may need to constantly do these trigger goals or set different types of trigger goals. Okay. And use those trigger goals, right? Say you got a lot of us as entrepreneurs, we don't like to do a lot of admin work, right? We don't like that. We like to go out there and be creative, think of new things, problem solve, and we love our business to build up so we can hire someone to do that. So it's always a challenge to get back and sit in front of this laptop, your desktop, your computer, and get this work done. And sometimes you just gotta set a trigger goal to where you just sit down and just open the laptop. Don't get on there and get the fooling around, go on YouTube. Oh, wait a minute, I'm on YouTube. Yeah, you can go on YouTube. That's not a problem. But don't be messing around on other channels and other websites. But open up the laptop. And then, open up a document that you need to do. Whatever those trigger goals is, try trigger goals to help you move forward. I'm going to let you go with that. Already extended my time. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. I do answer all my comments. As long as it's not too crazy and out of this world. I respond to my comments. I'm up all times. No matter when you send it, I'll get back to you as soon as I see it. And remember, check out our website. We got a lot of upcoming classes for the first quarter here. We got estimating basics class. We got blueprint reading classes. We got general blueprint reading classes. We have estimating practices, best practices for general contractors and project managers. That's launched. We have this is a good one. We have contractors estimating with Excel, where you're going to actually get the Excel estimating Excel system that I have built over the last 9 years. After all the different estimating systems I have dealt with, HCSS, on screen, I took all that information I learned there and created an estimating system that works for us contractors, and that's easier to use. And then once you get to learn how to use this, you're going to be able to apply that to any estimating system that you may come across. Because remember, all these estimating systems are Excel based. So I have just extended it another 10 minutes there, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna let you go with that. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and check us out. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you. And construction entrepreneurs, go out there and be entrepreneurs and make it happen. It's 2018. It's a must.